Hey, have you ever been in this situation where you're at a casual get-together? Nothing serious, just people, noise, laughter. You feel eyes on you. You look up. It's her. She's watching you from across the room. And the moment your eyes meet, she looks away and suddenly gets very invested in her drink. Your chest tightens a little. Well, that answers that, you think. She's not interested. But here's the part most men never get told. What if that moment wasn't rejection at all? What if you just witnessed one of the clearest signs that both of you feel something, and neither of you wants to be the first to admit it? That confusion you feel right there? The mental back and forth? The urge to pull back so you don't look stupid or get hurt? I've seen that moment play out more times than I can count. And I get why it messes with you. Mixed signals don't just confuse you, they quietly erode confidence. So today, we're flipping the script. We're not analyzing texts. We're not decoding words. We're watching behavior. Because when feelings go unspoken, behavior does the talking. I'm going to walk you through 5 psychological signs that you both have feelings, but neither of you is admitting it yet. These are subtle. They're human. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. More importantly, you'll know exactly how to respond, calmly, confidently, without forcing anything or losing your self-respect. Here's what we're unlocking together. Why she looks, then looks away. How she keeps conversations alive without making it obvious. Why she suddenly keeps ending up near you. The accidental touches men constantly misread. And what her friends are doing that gives everything away. This isn't about chasing. It's about letting her feel safe enough to step forward. Let's start with what happens after the eye contact, because that's where most men miss the signal entirely. 1. The glance and dart. You're at a casual get-together. Nothing fancy, music's low, people are relaxed. You're mid-conversation when you feel it. That split-second awareness that someone's looking at you. You glance up. It's her. And the moment your eyes meet, she looks away. Fast. Too fast. Your stomach drops a little. Okay, you think. She got caught staring. That's embarrassing. She's probably not interested. I get why you'd think that. Most men do, because from the outside, it looks like rejection, avoidance, discomfort. But here's the truth most guys never hear. Looking away quickly is often not disinterest, it's regulation. Let me explain. When a woman has feelings she hasn't admitted, especially mutual ones, direct eye contact can feel intense, not scary, just loaded. Eye contact creates a moment of exposure, and if she's trying to stay composed, stay cool, or avoid giving herself away, her instinct is to break it. So she looks, you catch her. She darts her eyes away, not because she doesn't want you to notice, but because part of her hopes you did. I've watched this happen hundreds of times. The glance isn't accidental. It's checking. It's curiosity mixed with restraint. It's her asking, is this real or am I imagining it, without asking out loud. Here's the behavioral insight you need to lock in. Sustained avoidance is disinterest. Momentary retreat after eye contact is often attraction. Men confuse the two all the time. Now here's where your power comes in, because what you do next determines whether this stays unspoken or moves forward. The worst response? You retreat too. You drop your energy, you assume rejection, you emotionally fold before anything even happens. The grounded response? You don't chase, you don't stare, you simply stay present. Next time your eyes meet, hold the contact for half a second longer. Not intense, not challenging, just calm. Then offer a small acknowledgement, a relaxed smile, a nod, or continuing your conversation without pulling away. Why does this work? Because you're signaling safety, confidence. You're saying, I saw you, I'm not panicking, and I'm not forcing anything. That's what allows her nervous system to settle. And when it does, she starts finding other ways to stay connected. Which leads to the next question you should be asking yourself. If she's not ready to be obvious, how does she keep the interaction going without risking rejection? That answer lives in section 2, the conversation bounce. 2. The conversation bounce. How she secretly keeps the chat alive. Let me paint the scene. You talk. It's easy, light. Then the conversation naturally ends. No drama, no awkwardness. You walk away. 5 minutes later, she's back. Not in a bold way, not with, so I was thinking about you. It's subtle. She asks a follow-up question, references something you said earlier, or casually brings up a topic that pulls you right back in. That's the conversation bounce. Here's the key insight. When feelings are mutual but unspoken, she won't start the conversation, but she'll refuse to let it die. This is her middle ground. She's interested, but she's protecting herself. She's saying, I want connection, without exposure. Men often misread this. They think she's just being polite, or worse, they assume they're annoying her and pull away completely. That's the mistake. Because this behavior takes effort. She's tracking what you said. She's creating reasons to re-engage. That's emotional investment, even if it's disguised as casual. So what's your move? Not escalation, not interrogation, and definitely not disappearing. Your response is simple. Reward the bounce. When she circles back, stay grounded. Expand the conversation slightly instead of cutting it short. Share one personal detail. Ask one thoughtful question. Then, let it breathe again. Why does this work? Because you're showing emotional leadership. You're saying, I notice you. I'm open, and I'm not rushing you. That's what builds safety and attraction at the same time. Here's the question to sit with as you move forward. If she keeps finding reasons to talk, where does she keep positioning herself physically when she does? That's where things get really interesting. And that's exactly what we're unpacking in section 3. 3. The proximity game. Why she keeps ending up near you. You didn't plan it. She didn't announce it. But somehow she's always close. She sits near you, stands beside you, joins the same small group you're in, leaves space next to her, just enough. Here's the insight. When feelings are mutual but unspoken, proximity replaces confession. She's letting her body do what her words won't. Now, here's the calm wake-up call men need to hear. Most men overcorrect here. They either crowd her to make something happen, or they pull away completely out of fear of misreading it. Both kill momentum. Your grounded move is simple. Mirror, don't invade. If she moves closer, stay open. Face her. Don't lean away. Don't lean in aggressively. Just be solid. Proximity is her testing comfort. Your job is to prove you're safe in it, and that leads to the next question. If she feels safe being near you, what happens when physical boundaries start to blur? 4. The accidental touch the signal. Most men second-guess this one is quiet, but powerful. A brush of the arm, a brief touch when laughing. Her hand lingers half a second longer than necessary. She'll usually act like it didn't happen, because to her, it wasn't on purpose. It was instinct. Here's the truth. People don't touch people they're emotionally neutral about. This isn't about seduction. It's about reassurance. She's checking, does this feel right? What should you do? Don't freeze, don't flinch, and don't immediately grab her back. Stay relaxed. Continue the moment. If it feels natural later, you can return a light, respectful touch. On the arm, briefly. You're confirming comfort, not escalating pressure. And once touch enters the dynamic, something else shifts quietly around you, because now other people can feel the tension too. Which brings us to the final sign. 5. The friend factor. When her friends know before she admits it. Watch her friends. Not obsessively, just notice. They look at you when she's talking. They make space for you. They leave you two alone by accident. Here's why this matters. Friends are emotional mirrors. If they're warm, curious, or quietly supportive, it's because she's talked or shown how she feels. This is often the loudest unspoken sign. Your response? Respect it. Be kind. Be calm. Don't perform. When you treat her well in front of them, you reinforce the story she's already told, without words. And now you see it. The looks, the conversations that won't end, the closeness, the touch, the social green lights. Which leads to the real question. Here's the controversial truth most people won't say out loud. When feelings are mutual but unspoken, the person who stays calm wins. Not the one who pushes, not the one who withdraws, the one who can sit in the tension without trying to control it. Men are often taught to make something happen. But in moments like these, your power comes from not forcing clarity too soon. Attraction grows where there's safety, consistency, and emotional steadiness. If you recognize these signs, it's not accidental. It means there's already something there. Your job isn't to rush her into words, it's to stay open, stay grounded, stay kind, and let her feel safe enough to meet you where you already are. I want to hear from you. Have you experienced this kind of unspoken connection before? Did you lean in or pull away? Drop your story in the comments. I read them and I do reach out. I'll leave you with this. When someone feels understood without being pressured, attraction doesn't fade, it deepens. Remember that.